Good day, Philippines. This is Mike Padua, and we're back again with our latest update on Super Typhoon OFEL with international name Usagi. And it's now just a typhoon as after it made landfall over Cagayan, Northern Cagayan, around 2 p.m. And we have also the very latest on severe tropical storm Manyi, and we will now name it as Pepito, as it is expected to enter the Philippine area of responsibility anytime this evening. And this for today, Thursday, November 14, 2024. This is our English version brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. But before we begin, we'd like to thank our partners, Aboitiz Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Sustainable with You. If you're interested, just click on the link up here. Or if you're watching via Facebook, visit the description page for more details regarding BPI Sustainable with You. The local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion and our Honorable Congressman of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur, Congressman Gabi Bordado. So before we begin, if you are looking for the Tagalog version, just visit our main channel, Mr. Typhoon.tv, or YouTube channel, or youtube.com/Mr. Typhoon TV. Just click on the name Mr. Typhoon. He will be brought to the main page for you to see the different versions of this update. We only have two, Tagalog and English. Okay, so we have some bad news because during our last video analysis, we said that the track is still going up, but after I recorded and uploaded it, the next run of the computer model showed it has gone down. Okay, so right now, Bicol region, and also there's a possibility Visayas will also must also monitor this system because of a possibility of a track towards that area. And but right now, most of the Asian agencies, including Joint Typhoon Warning Center of US and also Pag-asa, is now showing a track that will bring here in the Bicol region, particularly over the Catanduanes province. So guys, please take all necessary precautions since this is likely to become a very powerful system, although it's quite on average and small sized. That thing can spin up quickly, and I'm gonna show you now the very latest on that system. So here's now a fully healthy severe tropical storm. Yesterday, it's still quite disorganized here. When it entered an area of light shear, it is now rapidly, not yet rapidly, but slowly to average intensifying system. And it's now packing winds of 1 minute average 95 kph with higher gusts. And let's take a look first on this system. By the way, this is the ghost image, or the ghost figure circulation of once tropical storm Toraji with local name Naga. It has dissipated and it's just a remnant low near the shorelines of Hong Kong and Macau, and it will completely dissipate in the coming hours and days. And this one is a fast developing system as well. Yesterday, it's only 140 kph, but for the past 24 hours, it rapidly intensified into a category 4 super typhoon with winds of 240 kph 1 minute average and Pag-asa 185 kph 10 minute average. And this was the last track that we created. It already made landfall around 1:15 to 1:30 p.m. So the storm made landfall over Bagao, Cagayan along the eastern portions, and it's now moving in the vicinity of Gonzaga, and it's likely to move out over the shoreline just east of Apari, and it's likely to weaken. Actually, it already weakened from a super typhoon down to maybe around 205 kph, and it's expected to continue to move across the area of Cagayan and portion of Babuyan Islands. And tomorrow morning, it will be in the vicinity to the west of Sabtang, Batanes Islands, and it will be downgraded into Category 2 typhoon. And eventually, for the next 3 days, it's expected to weaken further. Okay, so this system is currently moving now over the coastal areas of Northern Cagayan. Okay, so it brought heavy rains and destructive winds along the coastal areas of Bagao. Okay, so here's the zoom in satellite animation. As you can see, the eye, it's a very small eye, and a pinhole eye, roughly 5 to 20 or 10 kilometers across, and it's now here. But right now the satellite animation shows that the system has started to decay. Look at that. Here the system is still intact, but it has weakened quite a bit because of the land interaction of extreme northern Luzon. And right now we are keeping an eye on this other system. This is the center of attention right now. Severe Tropical Storm Manyi will set to be named by Pag-asa as Pepito, and this is something that we are going to focus our attention within the next 3 to 4 days, simply because it will pass over a very warm oceanic heat content. It's over here, so we have a grave problem and grave danger, since that this system is likely to become a powerful typhoon, and the possibility of becoming a super typhoon remains high because of historical systems that passed here. It what they call as the Philippine Sea effect, because of a very high oceanic heat content or tropical cyclone heat potential. Now here's the satellite loop from easterlywave.com. As you can see, the convection is becoming better organized for the past 24 hours after that strong shear, and we are keeping an eye on that. It's now 95 kph, like I said. And here's the track of the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, and it looks like the system will continue to rapidly intensify, and it could reach almost super typhoon strength of 125 knots. That's 230 kph. And if this system passes over here, there's a likelihood that it could reach or become a super typhoon. That's why we here in the Bicol region are now getting ready for the worst case scenario of the system. And based on the latest track, it will make landfall over Catanduanes around midnight of Sunday. Okay, so between 12 to 2 a.m. Then it will move here over the coastal waters of the Cagayan Peninsula. That includes the towns of Siruma, Carcitorena, and Cagayan. That's along the Partido district of Camarines Sur. So please take all necessary precautions. Although the system has a very small core of high winds or destructive winds, but if ever this system passes over your area, it will be a complete devastation because of the possibility of becoming a super typhoon because of very high oceanic heat content. I'm going to show to you later the oceanic heat content that I'm referring to. Okay, so since the system is around 400 to 500 kilometers in diameter, the winds of tropical storm force winds of 65 gusting up to 100 kph will be confined to about 150 kilometers from the center. So if it passes here over Catanduanes and the coastal areas of Partido, Camarines Sur will be experiencing winds of 60 to 100 kph. That's tropical storm force winds, while areas of Catanduanes and Partido district could experience winds of more than 100 kph. So that's damaging winds already. It could topple electric posts. So please prepare, and let's hope that the track will move farther north, just like this one from the Japan Meteorological Agency. Their forecast is a little far from the track of JTWC, which is here. It's still 2 days and a half, and we will know, particularly on Friday afternoon or Saturday morning, if the track will still push through. But let's hope and pray that this system will track towards the north. Here's the tracks of all Asian agencies, including Taiwan, Korea. Pag-asa is not yet here because of the system outside of the PAR. This is the Philippine Air Responsibility. Once it enters, Pag-asa will be issuing updates. And if you browse our website, typhoon2000.ph, there's a link there that shows multi in every system. And once you click it, you can see the data on all tracks of all Asian agencies, including Beijing, Taiwan, Korea. Most of them are tracking over or very close to Catanduanes, and it will traverse Central Luzon as well, Nueva Ecija, Nueva Vizcaya, Pangasinan, and Benguet. So folks up there in Central Luzon, please prepare for the arrival of the system if the track will not change. And once it enters PAR, Pag-asa will be putting out here the data. So you will see the line of Pag-asa participating in this multi-track. They have already an advisory track that shows passing over Sorsogon or Albay, but it will still change. Here's the strike probability of Pepito from the European model ensemble, and it shows here that Legazpi, it's currently here, okay, it's at 46% strike probability. Naga City and most parts of Camarines Sur is around 40 to 50% strike probability, except for areas of Partido district and Catanduanes, which is now at 50 to 75% strike probabilities. Masbate is around 10 to 25%, also over Oriental Mindoro. Northern Samar is also at 50 to 75% strike probability. So again, let's be prepared on the arrival of this system. Here's the clear ECMWF strike probability. So Naga City is currently at 40 to 50%. The Partido district and Camarines Norte is around 50 to 60% strike probability. Catanduanes is now at 60 to 70% strike probability, and this violet thing, the purple one, is greater than 90% strike probability. So when it goes nearer, the violet thing or the violet color will come closer to the areas that will be greatly affected. So let's hope that the track will still change. And here's the latest on the oceanic heat content. That's why JTWC upgrades it into a category 4, 230 kph 1 minute average wind speeds of this system. Here's the oceanic heat content. You can clearly see here a very warm pool of oceanic heat content. So if the system passes there might be a rapid intensification, just like what we have witnessed during the passage of Yolanda over Leyte, and also so many storms in the past. Okay, this area is notorious when it comes to pumping up, okay, or rapidly intensifying the strength of these typhoons. And most of them, these 4 system, now this is the last of the 4, most of them reached typhoon or even super typhoon. And that's how bad is our climate right now because of heating of our ocean waters. The intensification is so much higher. Just last night, OFEL from 140 kph in just 6 hours zoomed up to 215 kph from category 1 to category 4, and that's something new. When I read the notes of the meteorologist at the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, he mentioned that this is an amazing, shocking event of what happened to OFEL, and let's hope and pray that it will not happen to Pepito, but I'm praying hard that the system, I hope that it will recover. Okay, but again, let's all be prepared for any outcome that it would bring to our country. My website is still up, but once if this system comes closer to our city, I will be forced to again shut down our website. But the links are all up. It's been updated every 6 hours except for my tracking. So I hope you understand, and we will keep you updated when the time comes. Here's the wind shear environment surrounding the storm. It's currently at 5 to 20 kph. Okay, so no, this is knots, sorry. It's 5 to 20 knots, around 10 to 35 kph. So it's still having some light to moderate shear, but in the next 24 hours it will enter this part of the Pacific Ocean or the Philippine Sea. Here's the multi-model diagnostic comparison from the RAMBB NOAA, and as you can see here, the storm is currently here, November 14, and look at the intensity. Some say it will reach 230 kph. Okay, and the shear is very low, light shear. And here's the CHIPS ensemble from Dr. Emmanuel of MIT, and I've been using this to see if there's a possibility of becoming a super typhoon. And look at that, it's so high up there. The ensemble shows 260 to up to 160. This is 300 kph. So let's be prepared for any outcome of this system. I'm not going to alarm you, but we need to be calm, okay, and slowly we prepare, since we have 2.5 days to go, and the system is moving fast. Here's the forecast of the JTWC, that black dots. Their intensity is at a conservative level, so we shall see. Let's hope that it won't happen. Now let's take a look at the steering environment. Right now the storm is currently here. This is 85 to 110. This is the steering level of the atmosphere that drives the storm whenever the storm will go. So you can see here at 500 to 850 levels. Here's the storm right now. Okay, Pepito, and this is OFEL, and it looks like it will round the high pressure in steering ridge right here. And in the coming days, we are going to watch this system. If it does not weaken for the next 2 days, there might be a serious threat to Visayas as well. So let's monitor this. But the computer models guides us that it will move to the west-northwest. And if the system becomes a typhoon or a super typhoon, this is the super typhoon, 200 to 700. Look at that. It's so wide. Okay. So we shall see, since this is moving every 6 to 12 hours, fluctuating. And let's see. Now here's the rain forecast. How many millimeters will be expected to fall over Bicol region? This is the 6-hourly rainfall accumulation, and today until tomorrow, Friday, it's still good, and on Saturday particularly in the afternoon. Here comes the cloud bands of the small-sized Typhoon Pepito. So around 2 p.m. it will start affecting Catanduanes if the track will not change, and then in the evening it will affect parts of Bicol region, becoming more intense here in the vicinity of the Caramuan Peninsula or Partido District and Catanduanes, where it could reach a high from 200 to 300 millimeters in a span of 12 hours. While here in Naga, we expect rainfall of 50 to 200 millimeters. It depends on the track. If it goes up, we will be spared, but if not, we will suffer this rainfall for the next 6 to 12 hours. So based on what we are seeing right now, the storm is moving fast. So come afternoon of Sunday, our weather will be improving during the afternoon. Okay, so that's the situation right now. So it's a small system. Look at that compared to Christine. Christine is about more than 1,000 kilometers, and it will just bring rainfall of 50 to 200 millimeters if the track will push through in parts of Bicol region, becoming 200 to 300 millimeters over the Partido District and Catanduanes, as well as Daet and Camarines Norte. So we will observe that system in the coming runs from the European model. Now here's the wind gust of more than 100 kph. These are damaging winds from the American model, and the onset of this will arrive. By the way, the 100 kph winds is somewhere here. That's the boundary. If we click it here, see 100. So that's the boundary. These are damaging winds, particularly here, more than 200 kph. So if we are going to put this here in Naga, here we are going to experience wind gust as it enters our area. Look at that. So we'll be experiencing in the early morning of Sunday wind gust of up to 75 kph blowing from the west. If it passes to the north of Naga, it will pass around 100 kilometers to the north if this model will push through. And here it's more than, it's really catastrophic. The winds here is catastrophic. Okay, again, so please take all necessary precautions. Based on that model, the winds will decrease during the afternoon of Sunday. So that's the scenario of that upcoming weather system. As for the waves, we expect wave heights to reach a high of, okay, so this is a high of 10 meters. So expect beginning Saturday through Sunday, we might have some storm surge here over the coastal waters or coastal areas of Camarines provinces and Catanduanes. Okay, so there you go. That's the latest on the upcoming Typhoon Pepito, and we will keep you updated. Tomorrow we will be back, and let's hope and pray that the track will shift towards the north abruptly, not towards us, since we've been bombarded with so many storms right now. Okay, this is Mike Padua saying good night to all. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again in the next 24 hours. God bless. Let's pray hard, and thank you so much for watching our channel.